Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Elizabeth and I'm a kindergarten teacher here in California. Yay, we made it to January. So it's January, I'm in the northern hemisphere, I'm in, like I said, California, but if you're in the southern hemisphere, rumor has it you are just starting school. So comment down below if you're in school, if you're just starting school. I would love to hear from you. It's always interesting to hear when people go back to school because I feel like we're about halfway done with the school year and you might just be starting. So I'm excited to kind of like jump on the in-class vlog train again. I haven't really vlogged much in this classroom, and my number one request for vlogging is a classroom tour. I do have a new space this year. I have a new classroom, and the classroom is set up completely different than last year. So I think what I'm gonna do, just because if I did a classroom tour this year, I feel like I added so many things, it would be such a long video. So I think what I'm gonna do is break it down into like bite-sized videos for you and title them specifically so that if you're like, I already know about like curriculum organization, I've got that down, you can skip that video, but if you want to know about it, you can click on it. So I just feel like it's like bite-sized chunks of information rather than a humongous long video. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into the video. If you have any questions or comments or anything, go ahead and comment down below. I always love to hear from you guys. So let's get started. Okay, so as you can probably tell from the title, this video is all about my curriculum organization. Now, I did a video last year about curriculum organization, and I wanted to do another one just because I changed it up so much. Last year, I really struggled with visual clutter, and I feel like the students just do better when your space is more organized, when everything has a place. I know I do better, so this year, I basically went into this school year with the understanding, with the goal to not have so much visual clutter. And so one of the ways that I did that was by organizing my curriculum a little bit differently. So this beautiful black beauty back here is a filing cabinet that I added, and I got rid of all of my crates that I used for curriculum. Okay, so in a nutshell, this filing cabinet is where I store all of the curriculum for every month. So really quick, I'll start from top to bottom. So it's going to be a good year. I've had that up all year, and I got that from Hobby Lobby. This teacher toolbox is actually one that I have created with real life pictures. I'm on like a real life picture kick, and I will link that down below. But basically there's like, you know, this says Brad, so there's of course Brad's in that drawer, but it's just a way for me, and a couple of them have fallen off just because I hid them, but that's just a way for me to organize all of my little knick-knacky things and have them tucked away. This printer is the Office Jet Pro Focus 8715. Now I have an affiliate link that I can link down below for ink, where you can get, I think, a free month of ink if you click on the link and sign up, and then you pay like $10.50 a month or something like that for ink, and it's wonderful. It is absolutely wonderful. I love it. I use it all the time. Okay, so then moving down, this is my filing cabinet. I got this off of Craigslist for like $200. It is it's got a lock, and it's got drawers, and it's wonderful. So these cups are from IKEA, and they just pop off. And this was kind of like totally a fluke thing that happened. I did not realize that they fit on there, and I had all these extra cups from last year, so I was like, well, why don't I just organize all my stuff and plop it on the front cabinet? And so it totally works out. Okay, so let me dive into what I put inside each of the drawers. There is a section in each drawer for each month. So like for September, all of these subjects, so math, ELA, science, social studies, Bible, what I do is I try to like prep ahead all of the curriculum that I'm gonna use for that month in each subject so that I can just literally grab and go, and then I try and make extra copies. So like, for example, this is actually something that's in my Teachers Pay Teacher store. It's a nature walk that we do in September. It's wonderful. I love it, and the kids love it. It gets us outside, and so I just make a bunch of copies of those and stick them in here. And then if you write on it with a yellow marker, when you copy it, it doesn't copy the marker. So there's a little tip for you. So I put like all of my crafts and everything in here basically that I can just grab, go, and if I need to, like even take home projects, Dear Families, I'm so excited to be your child's teacher this year, get to know you. So this is like a take-home thing that parents can write a letter to their student. There's a bunch of examples in here. I mean, if you're a teacher and watching this, you know. I also put all of the digital centers that we do here in class. I print ahead of time when we're learning about positional words. And then I do like crafts and things. So we do Chicka Chicka Boom Boom in the beginning of the year. Put that in my ELA folder. So basically like, oh, and then all of the letters. So we do these, let me see if I can find one that's in here. So okay, here's one. So we do interactive notebooks. So I put all the interactive notebooks. I try to pre-cut and put them all in here so that I can grab and go. So anyways, this is how I organize my stuff, because like you see bags and stuff, like this is our garden in a glove. This is also in my store. We love doing these. They grew so well this year and I incorporated that with Grandparents' Day. However, it can get kind of messy, you know. It's not like, and that was my struggle last year, was just finding something that worked and looked good, and I just struggled to have the crates out like I did. So I feel like having this in a drawer and tucked away is one of the best things, one of the best choices I've ever made. Okay, welcome to the cabinets over here on this wall. This is where I store my other curriculum, like my hands-on learning centers or object lessons. And I'm gonna pull one of these out and show you, but there's 3 different colors. So I have like, I don't know if you can see it down there. Boop. There's 3 September bins, and there's a math, other, and ELA bin. So they're color coordinated, and then I can just grab the bin that I need for that month, pull out everything, set up my centers, grab any lessons or object lessons that I need for that month, and keep them. I kind of keep them on the counter. But this is just the easiest way for me to store them, and they're kind of like falling over, but it's a cabinet, so I can close this, and it looks nice and neat and tucked away. Okay, these are the cabinets I was talking about. So I have these wonderful built-in cabinets along the wall here, and so this is the September math bin, and I basically just kind of store everything in here that I would need. Like these are counting bears. We use Fruit Loops to string those, so I'll like prepackage those, and these aren't something that are going to fit nice and neat in the file cabinet, so that's why I stick them in here. These are basically like the hands-on manipulatives. We learned about you know, basic counting. We do this little float or sink activity. So these are all the activities, and this is very similar to what I did last year. This has not changed much at all, but it's just these fit so much. These are iris bins. I got these from Michael's, and I got them on sale. I think they were about $3 each, and they fit so much stuff in there. So I basically just keep it like that, close it, and I pack it full of stuff. Okay, so that is how I organize my curriculum in a nutshell. Now I want to show you the digital side of how I organize, because I think that's really important too. I basically have a full scope and sequence for every subject and what I'm going to do for that week, and then I kind of plot in field trips and special events and stuff on this digital spreadsheet. So I will grab my computer and show that to you too, because I think that's important as a teacher to kind of know the pace that you're going and what direction you're headed in, and it just really helps me stay organized and keeps my brain like just kind of like knowing what's coming next and what to expect. Okay, so this is my full year at a glance. I title this Full Year at a Glance, and I look at this literally every single week. I start the week off looking at this because it basically just kind of helps me know where we've been and where we're going, and helps me kind of stay on track. So this is like a full scope and sequence for every single subject area, and this is just how I organize my brain. You probably do it different, but basically what I do is I take this and I create lesson plans for the week. It just really helps me. So I do all of this before school even starts. I basically plot out the entire year. Now this is already made, but things that change are like the weeks and breaks and special occasions, depending on what year it is. We have different events go on, you know, every year. And then I send out a newsletter to my parents every Friday. So I always put the weeks here. And then each column is just a representation of the subject that I teach, and under each of that, like under each column, is basically what we're learning about for that week. So I know that September 10th, let me kind of scroll over just so you can see. So September 10th, week 2, we are reading Go Dog Go, learning letters A and M, numbers 0 to 10. In Bible, we're learning about the Abraham and Isaac story. Science is things with engines. You know what I mean? So social studies is fun with names, and then field trips and special events I also put in here as well. So these are like field trips or special guests that come in. Oh, I have a column for special guests. Maybe I put special guests in there. So anyways, this helps me basically organize my brain. And I sit down typically Sunday night or early Monday morning and kind of like plot out what or where we're going for the week. And this is really my go-to. This is what I use to kind of help me stay on track. Okay, the next thing that I do as far as curriculum organization and kind of like lesson planning for the week, this isn't a lesson planning video because I don't want to go there with you in this video, but I do want to show you like what I do that helps me stay organized for the week. It is something that I just started this year. I thought about doing it last year, but I was like, I wasn't really ready for it as far as like the prep work and stuff that it takes, because it does take some prep work. However, I'm doing it every week this year, and it's just going to be awesome for next year because then I'll have all of those PowerPoints done, and that is using PowerPoint for our carpet time in the morning. So PowerPoint just came out with this new update where you can embed videos inside PowerPoint. Thank God, because you can literally take videos from YouTube, embed them in PowerPoint, and it won't crash. So basically I take like ELA concepts and math concepts and I embed them into PowerPoint. So I'll search, and one of my favorite YouTube artists for kindergarten is a guy by the name of Jack Hartman. I'll link him down below as well. But I'll flip you around and show you an example of what one of the weeks looks like. You know what? I'll just show you on my TV. I'll just show you exactly what I do. So let me pull it up here. 1 second. So I have my TV here, and then I have this computer that's like this little miniature computer hooked up to the TV, and I literally use this only for carpet time, and I keep things on here like, this is probably a whole other video, but I just want to show you the PowerPoints really quick. Okay, so let me get this started and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the TV or the panel that we have in class. I don't have a whiteboard. I mean, I do have like a little miniature easel that I'll use for like sentence work and things. But then I have that computer, and then that stand right there is for my iPad. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll write stuff on the iPad and cast it to my TV. It's a total lifesaver, but that's not what I want to like really emphasize today. So basically I have, okay, carpet time PowerPoints. So I have a folder on here that says Carpet Time PowerPoints, and then I have all of the weeks. Now there's a couple weeks that are missing just because we had breaks that week, but like for example, if I go to week 8 and I pull that up, I've recorded, so I have a picture of an American flag. You can also embed audio, so like I'll just play it.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States.
Okay, so I have all of our pledges pre-recorded, and it's the same in every week, and the students know these by heart now. And then I have videos in here that are embedded, like our Bible stories.
It's time for a Bible story.
So I have Bible stories. I also have science mini lessons in here. I also have songs that coordinate with months of the year, days of the week. You guys, it's just like so awesome that they have this update. Like I have so many videos in here. I have 26 slides, which means I probably have like 20 videos. And then I can actually throw in, this is not fancy. I'm gonna probably make this fancier for next year. Sorry, I'm talking so fast. I'm just trying not to waste your time and get to the point. But then I have like little sections for like language, and I have Jack Hartman videos, you know, put in here, and then I also have brain breaks. So we do this during carpet time, and then there's some videos literally like this one that we sing every single day. So let's get fit version. And then at the very end I have a slide that says snack time, because literally after carpet time every single day we have snack time. And so let me flip you back around. And so literally when we're at carpet time, that's what I use every single carpet time. And I can't tell you how much of a blessing it is to have everything in one spot for the week. So I just want to share that tip with you too. So that's another way that I kind of like organize my brain, and that way too I know that I'm hitting every concept, especially with songs and things. Songs are so wonderful because they're a tool that you can give to a student. Like for example, we have a number word rap that we'll sing, and it's O-N-E, 1, T-W-O, 2, T-H-R-E-E, 3, F-O-U-R, 4. So we'll sing that over and over again, and the students will memorize it. So we'll be at the table and they'll be working on a worksheet, and it'll be something like, oh, spell the number word 4, and then I'll say, okay, sing your song. O-N-E, 1, T-W-O, 2. So, and I'll hear him say that. Or we sing another song, let's see, Valbat is another one that we sing, we found on YouTube as well. So I will teach the kids, or we'll sing the song Valbat in class, and then the students I'll catch them singing like A, E-I-O-U, VALBAT. And I have parents who come, especially that first month in school, we sing so many songs, we get so repetitive, and parents are like, okay, you're not gonna believe what they're doing. They're singing this weird like Batman themed song, but they're singing all the vowels. And the parents' minds are always blown. So all that to say, I use PowerPoint with the curriculum in that sense too. So I'll take that scope and sequence that I showed you on my computer, I'll make PowerPoints based off of that. And there are so many digital books online too. You can use the app Epic. I talked about that in one of my recent videos. I use that scope and sequence, and I'll pull and embed videos for like monthly PowerPoints that have to do with the books that we're learning that month or reading that month. And then I'll use Epic to reinforce it. So then I'll give the students a tablet or device, and this is our tablet tower. All of our devices are in there, and the students will basically take a device and find books that we've read in class, and it's just wonderful. It's just like I feel like it's a really cohesive way to make sure that you're very thorough with your curriculum, really organized with your curriculum, and it's been working wonderful for me. So next year, so each week I make a new PowerPoint. So next year, basically, I'm gonna be able to have all these PowerPoints already made and then just add to the curriculum, you know what I mean, and just keep adding and adding and adding. It's just gonna make it, and this is something too that you can hand off to another teacher. So say I'm not planning on it, but say for example something happens and I leave kindergarten or I have to move to a different grade level, there's gonna be so much that I can just literally hand to another teacher that's already done. They can take it and add to it or tweak it to whatever their teaching style is, and so it just really works for me. This may be something, hopefully there's some tips and things that you find in here. Some of these tips were shared with me. Some of these things I just kind of adapted and adopted for myself as I needed it. Something that just I feel like has made teaching life kind of streamlined, and I'm spending less time lesson planning and more time doing the things that I feel like really are making a huge impact. Not that lesson planning doesn't make a huge impact, but like being able to be, you know, one-on-one with students and spending less of my prep time during the school day prepping and more of that prep time one-on-one with students or in reading groups or things like that. And I feel like that kind of stuff, the more organized you are, my husband always has this quote, he says, you can never spend too much time getting organized. And I think that's so true, because you want to go into your school week, your school day especially, having a plan, knowing what you're going to do. And I feel like the things that I've implemented in my classroom this year do two things, twofold. Number one, they cut down on visual clutter, and number two, they basically give me this like laser focus on the curriculum, where we're going, what we're doing, and how to have fun, right? When you're organized and you know what the plan is, it's a lot easier to be kind of like settled and relaxed in what you're doing. So anyways, that's what I do. That's how I organize my curriculum. The next video is going to be all about my crate seats. And I have a tutorial on my Instagram about my crate seats, which are right down here, and they are like pretty special crate seats. There's a couple things that are different from normal crate seats, and I'm so excited to share that with you. So that'll be the next video. That's my next plan. Anyways, oh my gosh, I think I talked so fast this video, but I don't want to like waste your time. I want to get right to the point and give you really rich information that hopefully you can use and apply in your own classroom. So that's it. All right guys, I will see you. Oh, real quick, if you aren't already a subscriber, consider hitting that like, or you guys, clearly I'm out of practice. Consider hitting the subscribe button and liking this video, and give me a comment down below. It can be a thumbs up, a heart, an emoji that makes you happy, I don't know. Anything, comments down below. That just helps the engagement of this video go up and helps other people to see it. So I appreciate it. All right guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.